kind of indoor athlete, is she? But this is a great place for her to start the season.
She doesn't do a lot of indoors, but again, some athletes, they just choose not to. But the Mommy Rocket, as she calls herself these days, is a phenomenal, incredible athlete. And, you know what her start's like, blistering. She'll put everyone under pressure from the get-go, but it'd be nice to see how she gets on, and it's great for the Glasgow crowd to see her.
And Amy Hunt in lane 8 is an athlete with huge potential. She is the fastest ever 17-year-old, well, she was last year before she turned 18, in the world. That is a title that's held in the men by Usain Bolt. So, of course, the comparisons are there. And she gauged her season and kind of very well last year. Many people thought she might end up going to Doha. She didn't. And she's qualified to go to Cambridge as a student next year. She's got an incredibly bright future on many fronts, but athletics, certainly, Denise.
Very promising youngster, but listen, she's got to learn, she's got to use this experience. She's next to Shelly-Ann Fraser-Pryce, and so she'll have to draw on all these experiences to make her a better athlete. This is just the start for her.
OK, well, let's see how she does in exalted company, Andrew Cotter.
Yes, what a race we have here. What a rarity to have Shelly-Ann Fraser-Pryce and Muriel Ahuri lining up against each other, alongside each other. That's a gift to Glasgow to have Fraser-Pryce here for her only indoor meeting of the year. So rarely runs indoors, but Amy Hunt goes in lane 8. Again, I think she knows that this is a good test for her, because she said that her 20 to 30 metres, first 20 to 30 metres, the worst part of any race she runs. But anyway, Amma Pippi, the Enfield and Haringey athlete who's been studying in Oklahoma, won over 200 metres in Vienna a fortnight ago, had a good race with Amy Hunt in London over 60 metres last month, a fraction between the two of them. Katarzyna Sokolska of Poland is in lane 2, strong Polish contingent at this meeting. Maja Michalinic of Slovenia made the final of the European Indoors here last year. Good run in Torun in Poland last weekend behind the American Shania Collins. And then the noise that will welcome one of the greatest athletes of all time, twice Olympic champion, 4 times world champion over 100 metres. Says that Tokyo will be her final Olympics. She's going to double up there over 100 and 200, but she's almost designed for 60 metres here. They met in the World Indoors in 2014, where Shelly-Ann Fraser-Pryce won her only World Indoor title, beating Ahuri into second place. But Ahuri, World Indoor champion in Birmingham 2 years ago. Natasha Morrison of Jamaica, her first indoor race this season. Again, it's just not a well-trodden path from Jamaica to the indoor scene in Europe in the winter, but a strong Jamaican contingent here today. Naomi Sedney of the Netherlands, often a stalwart of the Dutch 4x100 squad, with the likes of Jamila Samuel and Daphne Schippers. And then Amy Hunt, still just 17, enormous potential. European junior title last year. This year's a World Junior Championship year. She's got that to decide on, as well as whether to go to Cambridge or Loughborough. Is it going to be World Junior Championship or Olympics? Again, you have to think perhaps of the long term as well, but she is running world-class times now. 60 metres, not perhaps her strength, though she knows that. It's just a chance here to test her first 20-30 metres against some of the best, and perhaps the very best of all time in women's sprinting. Shelly-Ann Fraser-Pryce in lane 4, Muriel Ahuri in 5. Ahuri has not lost an indoor race over 60 metres since 2014, when she gave second best to the woman alongside her, Shelly-Ann Fraser-Pryce. The women's 60 metres. Plainly away, and Shelly-Ann Fraser-Pryce is outsmarted them all. Muriel Ahuri is going strongly also, but she can't quite get back there. Shelly-Ann Fraser-Pryce takes it. 7.16 for the victory, just ahead of Muriel Ahuri. Natasha Morrison was up there as well for third, but Shelly-Ann Fraser-Pryce gets that victory, a rare victory, a rare defeat rather, for Muriel Ahuri. It's not a rare victory for Shelly-Ann Fraser-Pryce. She just doesn't race indoors, but when she comes to race indoors over 60 metres, she invariably wins. Ahuri has to give second best again to the great Shelly-Ann Fraser-Pryce. And again, if it's to be her only indoor race this season, which she says it is, then it's a nice way to do it.
Yeah, this is always interesting, you know, Andrew, when athletes such as Shelly-Ann comes out to decide to run just a one-off race. I'm always interested to see what kind of condition that they're in, and you can imagine right now she's still in that building phase, so she'd be pretty strong in the weights room, and again that's been demonstrated because she thundered out the blocks. It's what we expected to see and do. But watch this out of the blocks. Good rhythm, isn't she? Hard, straight into that floor. But as I say, there's those little extra technical elements that come over the 100-metre preparation, which you don't really demonstrate over 60. So for me, this is just fantastic to see her enjoying the indoor running and really showing the crowd of her expertise.
As the contrast, we know that she's a 60-100 sprinter, really. That's where her strength lies. 200, she's very, very good, but perhaps she just starts to get relatively weak. And when you see Hunt again on the replay, you can't see her here, but she was starting to come back into things a little bit. So some are designed for 60s and 100s and others.
Shelly-Ann Fraser-Pryce, famously nicknamed the Mommy Rocket, once more proved her extraordinary sprinting prowess by claiming victory in the 60-metre dash in Glasgow. This triumph added another memorable moment to her storied career, further solidifying her place among the all-time sprinting greats. While Fraser-Pryce is typically celebrated for her outdoor achievements, her appearances indoors are rare, making this race particularly meaningful for both her and the spectators. Despite the less familiar setting, she launched off the blocks with her signature explosive start, quickly distancing herself from the competition. Her exceptional acceleration and relentless drive toward the finish line highlighted both her vast experience and meticulous preparation. The Glasgow meet marked the opening of her season and was a crucial stepping stone on her journey to the 2024 Paris Olympics, which she has announced will be her final Olympic appearance. Given her infrequent indoor competitions, this victory carried added significance. Recording an impressive 7.16 seconds, Fraser-Pryce not only secured the win but also reaffirmed her ongoing supremacy. Her performance showcased her versatility and technical mastery across both indoor and outdoor arenas. Among her chief challengers was Muriel Ahour, a veteran sprinter with a strong track record in short-distance races. However, Ahour was unable to overtake Fraser-Pryce, finishing in second place. The Jamaican's explosive start and fluid transition through the sprint phases created a decisive advantage. Even with Ahour's reputation for indoor speed, Fraser-Pryce's consistency and flawless execution proved insurmountable. The field also featured young British sprinter Amy Hunt, regarded as an emerging talent in the UK. Although still early in her professional career, Hunt has already demonstrated notable promise and set several impressive marks. Competing against seasoned athletes like Fraser-Pryce and Ahour provided her with invaluable experience. While she did not finish among the leaders, racing alongside world-class competitors offered crucial lessons that will benefit her growth. Jamaica's Natasha Morrison also competed, continuing her nation's tradition of sprinting excellence by finishing third. Jamaica's dominance in sprinting events is well documented, and Morrison's performance underscored the depth of talent the country consistently produces. Her result was a reminder of the enduring strength and reliability of Jamaican sprinters on the world stage. Fraser-Pryce's victory in Glasgow was more than just a win. It served as an inspiration to fans and fellow athletes alike. Her presence elevated the event, giving spectators the rare opportunity to witness a living legend indoors. With retirement on the horizon, each competition now carries heightened significance. Her attention is focused on refining her performance in preparation for Paris, where she aims to conclude her Olympic career in unforgettable fashion. Reflecting after the race, Fraser-Pryce spoke about the delicate balance between pursuing her athletic goals and her role as a mother. Raising a son while competing at the highest level adds a profound layer to her story and earns admiration from fans worldwide. Her ability to excel on the track while managing motherhood enhances the power and impact of her legacy. Ultimately, her 60-metre victory in Glasgow represented another remarkable chapter in a legendary career. Even as she approaches the final stages of her competitive journey, Fraser-Pryce continues to push the boundaries of what is achievable. This rare indoor appearance offered a masterclass in speed, control, and determination, cementing her status as a formidable force in any race she contests.